What's up, C-Squad?
It's Nigel C.
And Daddy C.
I'm Daddy's son.
Kick Talk.
Today, we're kick talking about
the sneaker of the year. That's right, 2022. It's a conversation that has to happen. And before we get into what we're thinking, Nigel, if it's their first time here, man, what should they do?
Y'all need to ring that notification bell because you know we drop a heat and you know you want to get the heat first.
That's right.
So drop that bell.
Ring the bell.
Ring that bell.
We'll drop the heat.
Yeah.
Got it. All right. So,
ring the heat.
2022. Man, it's so hard to pick the one sneaker that does it for the year, right? That one, the Mount Rushmore, the top, the creme de la creme, the piece de resistance. Or in Lego Movie, they call it the piece of resistance.
Is that not what it's called?
It's the pièce de résistance.
What is that?
It's French. It means piece of resistance, really.
So it's piece of resistance.
Nobody says that, though, except in the Lego movie.
Was right.
It was, I guess, to a degree, you're right. It was right. So, trying to break it all down, man, to what is the top sneaker of the year? I want to hear in the comments, hopefully, before we even get into it, what's your vote? What do you think sneaker of the year was? I know there's been a back and forth going on the interwebs between, the top two, we'll call them usual suspects. It's hard. I could be unconventional and go in a totally different direction, but it's like, why? We know the things that kind of broke sneakers this year, right? Like the things that really, really, they say upset the apple cart. That's an old terminology. You ever heard that?
Never.
Don't want to upset the apple cart.
Why not?
I don't know. You might get mad. Upset means turn it over. When you like wheelbarrow on it. Right. Because there's a mess.
Yeah.
So before we get into what I think is the top, we'll go back and forth. We may do a little head to head, but I'm gonna throw out an honorable mention first. Because again, I feel like a sneaker of the year, just like in sports, right? Like the MVP, most valuable player, is somebody that's going above and beyond, doing something different, doing the extra, going the extra miles and laps and all that type of stuff, that without that person, nothing would have happened the way it happened. So I'm gonna give honorable mention to Concepts and the Air Max series. So this was definitely one of my top pickups of 2022, but I think this, not necessarily the mellow per se, but the pack, the mellow, the heavy, the far out, did something totally different that we haven't seen with the Air Max.
I think it gets the most unique shoe reward.
Most creative.
Most creative.
Agreed.
Right.
Like if this was like a for real like art project and somebody said, take the Air Max 1 and do something with it that's never been done before.
This would win.
Yeah, this would win.
Yeah.
So, and there's been other shoes, but I feel like this pack was just next level, man. And they did it and did it well.
They did.
It's
fire.
So I just wanted to get that out of there because I want to give some homage to some other folks. But then from there, I love Jordan 4s. I love Jordan 3s. There's been a lot of releases, man.
Yeah.
There's been New Balance doing a lot this year with collabs and other things. And you got Tom Sachs and we know all the things that have happened. It's been a long year.
A lot of shoes this year, man.
Tons. A lot of shoes. But when it all comes down to it, we get down to the brass tacks, Nigel. What we going to talk about?
You already know what we're going to talk about.
Get yours.
First off, hold on.
You drum rolling?
On the left side of the ring, our first contender, the OG Air Jordan 1.
Chicago. Lost and found. There we go. We got to talk about it.
On the right side of the ring, the Air Jordan 4 Alma
No, we're not going to actually fight the shoes. Oh, that's called, they get scuffs and messing up the colors and things, man.
Yeah, only the loser gets scuffs, though.
Nah, we're not scuffing nothing.
Okay.
These are both personals. No thank you. So, yeah, man, it all comes down, I think, really to these two. The Lost and Founds, we know the story of what went down with this whole thing, and Moldgate and Sneakersgate, right, breaking the internet, breaking the app, people clamoring for it, which is just, it didn't happen on any other shoe this year. So, I guess there's something to be said for that.
This shoe got it out the mud.
You got it out the mud?
This shoe made it. It survived through all of that stuff. It's still here. So,
it's still here.
Props to the Air Jordan 1 Chicago Lost and Found for that.
Absolutely. And props to, fortunately for me, they came with a little mold on them, and Nike did right by people like myself and essentially got a free shoe.
Oh.
They sent that nice refund. So I can't be mad at that. Yeah,
Hey.
but that has nothing to
Oh.
do with what I'm voting here. How I'm voting. They didn't influence this this vote.
And
with
so we
their,
give you the money, but at least you get this in here.
Make sure you vote for this sneaker of the year. The shoe, again, it did all the things, man. The backstory, the detail with the tissue paper, with the newspaper ads, and all the old Jordan, you know, circulars and things like that. The receipt that they put in there, the mismatched box, you know, lid with the box itself, and
Straight up like an artifact.
yeah, like the crackle around the black part of the shoe, just giving you, this was found in the back of this mom and pop shop 30 years later. I mean, it's a dope story.
For sure.
You know, they're supposed to have more aging on the sole of the shoe, but
I see it.
mine, I mean, it's there, but it's kind of light.
Yeah.
But it's all good.
Maybe yours was like 20 years ago, not 30.
Not 30,
Yeah.
right, maybe. All right, so that's the Air Jordan 1 Chicago Reimagined Lost and Found. The crackle detail on the white leather, that crackle on the black. It's a dope shoe. Like, no ifs, ands, buts about it. Michael Jordan, this is the one that kind of started the Jordan sneaker craze back in 1985. Then we got this guy, the Air Jordan 4 that I love.
We got the new head, the new kid on the block, you know what I'm saying?
There you go.
Instead of the old head, we got the new head here.
The new head.
Yeah.
Right. James Whitner and crew, Amamanier putting their luxury, you know, just, you know, they're really fine luxury touch on the Air Jordan 4. And we're talking like the quilted lining on the inside.
That is crazy.
The quilted lining, the quilted tongue, the tab on the back of the shoes.
Like an expensive shoe.
It is. This is like the Louis Vuitton of Air Jordans, for real.
real.
This is, you know, your designer luxury treatment on this classic silhouette.
Royal.
And again, my favorite Jordan is the Jordan 4. Out of all of them. I love
facts.
Jordan 1s, but the Jordan 4 has just always been my jam.
The 4 with the Amamanier and his heat too.
Yeah, it's hot, man.
That's him right there.
And then even swapping out these laces with the sail laces that I took from the Amamanier 1s, just kind of picks up that midsole.
Oh, you swapped it out.
Yeah,
it's
swapped
nice
it.
like this too.
Yeah, they come with that, you know, same color, that brownish violet ore color laces. Remember?
But I like this more, to be honest. Yeah.
Nice. All right, I appreciate that. For sure. I like it too.
Dope choice.
So yeah, man. I mean, Amamanier did their thing. They snapped with this one. They gave it the treatment that you expect. Did they change the game? I think they gave it elevated the Jordan 4, right? More grown man, more, you know, this is like, I can wear this to the PTA. I can wear this to the wine bar with the wife. I can wear it to work. Can I wear these to work? Maybe on like casual Friday, but not on a Tuesday. These I can wear to Tuesday.
I'd wear these if it was like 2018 and I was like a rapper. I'd wear these to my concert.
To the concert.
I'd wear these. But these are like, I've grown a lot.
Yeah.
I've matured. My mindset has changed to where now I just want to relax, expand my real estate investments. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Enjoy the finer things of life.
Exactly. Enjoy the finer things of life. That's for this.
I got you.
Now, personally, right now I'm at this age, so
right.
I'm gonna have to. That's the thing. We really like going head to head here too.
Exactly.
Because
which one? I mean, right.
I'm thinking.
I feel I already know where you leaning.
Of course.
And then, of course, you probably know where I'm leaning.
Of course.
So then, what does it boil down to, man? Sneaker of the year. I love this. No holds, no questions asked. Like, this is my top 4 of the year.
Yeah.
Probably my co-sneaker of the year. But you can't make a co-sneaker of the year. There's only one. And I think with the way that people clamored for this, it wasn't a collab. It wasn't, it wasn't Travis Scott hype or anything like that. This was a straight general release from Nike. But with all the backstory and the treatment and everything else, it broke the web, broke the internet, broke sneakers overall. People were backdooring this out the gate like months and months. I think the crown's going to have to go to the Air Jordan 1 Chicago Reimagined Lost and Found. For all those reasons.
Yeah.
For all those reasons.
And I must say,
including the mold. So I guess the mold is like co-sneaker of the year. The mold is on there like, thank you. Thank you. I did what I could. It's just, again, this story that tied to this shoe is a story that is, you'll never forget this situation. What's up?
I just clocked the mold.
You just clocked
They
it?
did that on purpose.
To make the shoe stick out?
To make the shoe
memorable.
Old.
Oh.
You keep a shoe in the closet for 30 years.
It's going to be
Guess
molded.
what it's going to do? Get some mold. And that's right there. Why
You think
it's really
they could have
sneaker of the
planted
year,
the
bruh.
mold?
I think they did that on purpose.
I think they gave us Nike mold. Like, they gave us
Nike mold.
official mold
I don't even
on
think
purpose.
it probably wasn't even poisonous.
Nah, everybody just
They
been
just
a
put that there
effect.
for cosmetics to add to the story.
Oh, y'all, the plot thickens. I don't
plot
know. What do
does
y'all
thicken.
think? You think the mold was added to be a detail? You know,
They had the plot. They knew what they were doing. That's why it's sneaker of the year.
somebody sat in a marketing meeting and said, "You know what would make this sneaker even more memorable? Gave it mold." You might be onto something.
Nah, I'm playing.
Let me know. What do y'all think? Tell us your vote, sneaker of the year. Hit us in the comments. Hit us on Instagram, @RealDaddyC, TikTok, Twitter, all of that. Thanks for hanging out. We can't wait to see what's coming in 2023. They're already leaking images and videos and stuff that's already coming, man. About to be another banger.
Yes,
We'll
sir.
see you on the next one, y'all. Peace.